Good morning and welcome to the Pete Braley Show. It's show number 161. I'm Pete Braley, your host, along with my co-host, the show producer, executive creator. That would be, of course, all-around great guy.
Show producer, executive creator. These self-made titles are fabulous.
Did I get it backwards?
It works, though.
All-around great guy, my son
Matt. It
Matt.
still sounds good.
Hey, there you go. There you go. Thank you for choosing us today. And we realize there's so many things happening this time of day. Our goal is to start your day off on a positive note. So if you enjoy what we do, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so that you don't miss any future shows. We're live weekdays on YouTube and also available wherever you find your favorite podcast. Coming up, we have a new feature we're starting today called the Tuesday Top 5. Question for you. Would you buy a house if there had been a murder there? It's a question that came up. Can you eat your way to better sleep? Lord, I'd like to try that. And it's day 2 of the Stumpah, so we have a clue coming up for you, okay? Good morning and welcome to the show. Very windy night here in southern New England last night. I don't know about up north where we have some viewers, but there's whitecaps in the harbor this morning.
Oh, in the harbor.
Yes, I was looking out over the harbor. There are whitecaps, but... yeah, the wind was whipping. It was raining at some point last night. And I was asking Matt before the show, because our room faces the ocean. So we get the brunt of it. His is on the other side of the house. So do you hear it?
I do hear it, but it doesn't wake me up or anything. Once I'm asleep, I'm asleep. But I'm also kind of a deep sleeper. But I can hear it. It whips off the I don't know, the side of the house that's like your left-hand side. So not the side facing the ocean.
Okay.
I can hear it whipping off the side next to it.
Yeah, I got you.
Everyone's like picturing, drawing a picture.
Northeast.
They're like, that doesn't add up. I don't get it.
South by southeast.
I don't get it either, to be honest.
As studio dog Charlie, you can't complain really when they do this, right? Because it's the right thing. Studio dog Charlie sleeps on our bed. Trish and I, we have Charlie sleep on our bed. I know. Go ahead. Say what you think about it.
No pet parent shaming.
He stays on the bed all night. So this morning he jumped on off the bed. And
kind of a red flag.
Yeah, and ironically, I don't know if I was coming out of sleep, but I heard it. He was like, boom, and I was like, where are you going? And he went right to the door and he started sniffing it.
That's how you know.
Yep. So I got up, threw on the robe, came downstairs, threw on a jacket, went outside, right to the tree. There we go.
Yep.
So, but he did that. Now remember, the alarm is set for 6:45. He did that at 6:40.
Just to mock you.
Don't you hate being gypped out of those last 5 minutes?
I don't know, Charlie. When it's just me and Charlie here, he knows the routine. He sleeps later than me. So I don't know. I think you just don't tire him out enough. Me and Charles,
that could be it.
We stay up playing video games.
That could be
together.
It.
He's pretty good. He's probably better than you.
No doubt.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Even without thumbs.
And the Big Apple event's coming out today, 10 o'clock. 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Is that what we were talking about with the iPad Air?
I don't know.
They just keep exchanging names.
Yeah.
There'll be the Apple Watch Air coming soon, and the Apple Watch Pro.
And then the Apple Watch Pro Air.
And the Apple Watch Max SE Series 5.
Wow.
They just take names that they've used, combine them. It's a new thing.
And then, of course, they never had an iPhone 10. It was the iPhone X, right?
True.
Then we had an XS.
Maybe the 10 will come back at some point. Kind of like how Madden randomly had Madden 25 for the 25th anniversary.
Okay.
Instead of, I think it was supposed to be 14. They were like, hey, it's Madden 25.
We just changed it.
What's going to happen when we get to Madden 25? I don't know. It's going to be really confusing.
25.2. Yeah.
I guess.
So, yeah, the Big Apple events today, I just think they're announcing new phone to me, to be honest.
Yeah, new stuff.
It is Tuesday. It is March 8th. We are 12 days until spring, and I have no idea how long until baseball.
Yeah, nobody does.
Isn't it?
Even the people playing baseball don't know when baseball is.
I read an interesting thing from Tom Glavine, who used to pitch for the Braves, and he was a player rep back in the 90s.
Oh, okay.
So he's watching all this. Here's a guy who would know, right? Mm-hmm. And he's saying baseball will come back, but it has to change. It just has to change. And of course, the big issue here is like a lot of behind the scenes money, financial, luxury tax issues that have nothing to do with what we're seeing on the field.
Yeah. I mean, the issue being negotiated isn't whether or not the game should change.
Right.
This is all money related.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of people are worried that like this could be the death of baseball. If there's no season, then even the diehard baseball fans are going to be upset. So
I got to tell you, I'm not. I had a thought this morning about I got to get a new Red Sox hat, but then I'm like, why bother? It's kind of like.
I mean, I still wear my Red Sox. I'm wearing a Red Sox hat right now.
Yes, you are. All right, good morning. Welcome to Tuesday. It is International Women's Day today. Celebrates the social, economic, and political achievements of women around the world. I saw a writing prompt this morning that said, besides your mom, who's the most influential woman in your life? Might be something to think about today. It's National Peanut Cluster Day. Melted chocolate mixed with peanuts makes a perfect combination for sweet and salty deliciousness. And it's National Proofreading Day. And yes, I checked. I spelled that correctly.
Let's all proofread our Facebook posts, okay, people?
Could we? Oh,
drives me crazy. And I mean, we all have typos, right?
Of course, I've done it.
You'll probably be able to find a show where the title has a typo in it.
Probably.
I mean, we've done 161.
I know.
I probably made a typo somewhere.
Could have happened.
But there's people that their identity is like the typo thief. You can never understand their Facebook posts because it's just covered in typos.
Do you know that you can go to the three little dots up in the corner there, and you can hit edit post?
Oh!
You know,
I was like, what is there a spell check in Facebook I didn't know about?
I'm going to say if you don't. I mean, I've done it.
Yeah,
I've done it. I do it. In fact, I probably did it yesterday. With a post for the show, I leave out like the word "the."
Yeah,
and I go back and I read it, and I'm like, ooh, that's not right. So you edit, post, and correct it.
You do have a lot of typos sometimes.
Do I really?
I notice them sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes capitalization is off with you.
Oh, no.
Bugs me a little bit. Yeah.
National proof. The truth is coming out.
Proofread everything.
Yeah. On the Datebook today, 1817, the New York Stock Exchange was founded. On this day in 1913, a very dark day in American history, as the Internal Revenue Service begins to levy and collect income taxes.
Dun, dun, dun.
Thank you. On this day in 1930, Babe Ruth signs a 2-year contract for a then huge $160,000 with the New York Yankees. General Manager Ed Barrow wrongly predicts no one will ever be paid more than Ruth.
What an idiot statement. I mean, first off, you should have seen the course of money at that point, I feel.
I would think. Yeah.
But second, it's just hilarious because even like the worst MLB player is getting paid more than that.
Than Babe Ruth, yeah. On this day in 1972, the first flight of the Goodyear blimp. And on this day in 1987, the A-Team, which was a fun show on NBC, aired for the last time after 4 years. Birthdays today. Mickey Dolenz of the Monkees is 77. Randy Meisner of the Eagles, 76. Jim Rice of the Red Sox, 69. Lester Holt from NBC is 63. Football star Hines Ward is 46, and James Vanderbeek is 45. All right, good morning, chats. Who do we have with us this morning?
Let's see. We got the squad. Dana did say morning gang, vertical coffee, not so much awake. That's what the coffee's for.
True.
I don't expect you to be so much awake until after the coffee, right?
I did hear that Mom had some call at 12:30 last night, so
I think we're all not so much awake.
Yes.
I also made the sacrifice of staying up late.
Oh, you did?
For something I believe in.
Oh, okay.
Netflix. Kept me awake last night. Let's see. Diane's here. Gail, Gary, Abby. What's up, guys? Let's see. Dana says we need merch that says that. That says, what? The intro? The show intro? My intro? Is that what you're saying? What's the merch idea? Let me know.
Is it his vertical coffee?
Oh, maybe.
That would be cool. That would be coming. Now, our lawyer would have to contact Dana, right?
Yeah, that's true. Dana would have to be cut into the profits.
Right.
Dana said it blew here in Bridgewater.
Oh, yeah.
Spelled it like that. Bridgewater. Abby said the wind was whipping all the way up there in Vermont.
All the way up there in Vermont.
Basically, I just assume that anything happening here is worse in Vermont. That's what I assume. Snow.
That's probably.
If it's snowing bad here, it's worse in Vermont. If it's cold here, it's worse in Vermont. I don't think. It's probably not better.
They have a week in August that's really nice.
Oh.
About it.
I mean, August is pretty nice here.
Yeah.
So is it better there? I don't know. We'll see. Gail said the wind is Mother Nature's cleaning.
Oh.
Well, maybe she doesn't have to clean at 3 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, that's all.
I mean, I'm saying. I'm down for 2 in the afternoon. It's fine. 2
in the afternoon?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
I mean, that's reasonable.
Blow through and clear everything out.
Dana did say the show intro. So.
Oh, cool.
But which one? He changes it every day. How do we know which one?
Want to keep you guessing.
Yeah.
I want to keep you guessing.
Back to you.
Virginia Beach yesterday, 82 degrees, I've heard. Sarah got nothing done. She just played outside with Liam. It was like, good for you. All right, in the news this morning, in case you didn't know, I'm sure everybody knows about Airbnb, right?
In case you didn't know. I'm sorry.
Airbnb.com is a website that lets you rent places that are owned by other people. These are not hotels. They're not motels. They are private homes owned by regular people. Well, according to the New York Post, people around the world are now using Airbnb.com to help the people in Ukraine. The people in Ukraine are putting their homes up on the website as if they were inviting customers to rent them. Customers are paying those people in Ukraine as if they were going to stay in those homes in the Ukraine, except for one thing. The customers aren't actually staying there. Instead, they're just paying the rent to help the people of Ukraine during these difficult times. The rent money gets transferred to the people of Ukraine, and it's a donation. How big is this? Well, last week, in just a couple of days, guests from around the world, mostly from the United States, had booked more than 61,000 nights in Ukraine. Just incredible.
That's crazy. And I'm sure it's much higher now.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Just a great way of, going behind the regular scene. Yeah. According to a new study, Aaron Rodgers is the man NFL fans love to hate. Over the month of December, some number crunchers at Bet Online looked at Twitter feeds, and they found Rodgers had the most negative mentions of any athlete out there. Damn. Wow. Antonio Brown came in second. Who do you think was third? Bill Belichick.
Come on. Come on.
Just no love for the hoodie.
They hate him because he's good.
No love for the hoodie.
I am surprised. I mean, I do think that the only reason Tom Brady didn't make the top 3 is because he retired, so everyone was being nice to him this year.
That could be.
Yeah. If he was still on the Patriots, number one, still. Everybody hates Brady. Yeah.
And this is really cool. CBS reports that a leather flight cap, once worn by Amelia Earhart, was recently sold at auction to an anonymous bidder for $825,000. The cap was worn by Amelia on, not the big flight, where she, of course, went missing, but the cap was worn by Amelia on a flight across the Atlantic in June 1928. She was only a passenger on that plane, but it earned her a spot in history for becoming the first woman on a transatlantic flight. She famously disappeared 9 years later when she attempted to be the first woman to fly around the world. The man who sold the cap, he is 67 years old now, Anthony Twiggs. He inherited it from his mother. As the story goes, she was in a crowd of people who welcomed Earhart home from her 1928 flight when she landed in Cleveland. As the pilot was mobbed by adoring fans, her cap fell off and was picked up by a boy who then gave it to Twiggs' mother because he liked her.
Aw.
So then the guy ends up with $825,000 for a cap.
It's a lot of change there.
I think so.
Yeah.
All right, it is Stumpah time.
Stumpah time.
Day number 2.
We do have a hint.
Are you going to cut those jingles? We should have those little jingles.
Maybe.
Stumpah time.
Yeah.
All right. Our Stumpah from yesterday, remember, there are only 2 countries that don't have these. What are these? A lot of great guesses yesterday, but our clue. It's a common annoyance we all face, except for these 2 countries.
Yeah. Let's see.
All right.
I always get these hints, man. It's always like they're either going to get it right away or the hint doesn't help at all.
At all, yeah.
So, I don't know. We'll see.
There are only 2 countries that don't have these. And the clue is it's a common annoyance that we all face, except for those 2 countries.
Yeah.
I need to look up why that is, too. I'm just curious,
Mm-hmm.
You know the answer, but I
do.
I'm like, why don't they in those 2 places? But get to today's fascinating facts while you fill in your chat. Fill in your answers in the chat. The heart of the blue whale, which is the largest animal on Earth. The heart is 5 feet long and weighs 400 pounds. The whale in total weighs 40,000 pounds. This from NationalGeographic.com. That's a big puppy.
That's a big thing, yeah. Yeah.
Huge.
All right, we got some answers.
All right, what do we got for today's Stumpah? Again, there are only 2 of these countries that don't there are only 2 countries that don't have these. Common annoyance. What?
Abby says traffic.
Traffic? No. Good
Not
guess,
it.
though. Good
Not
guess.
it. We got a quick answer here. Diane says mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes is right.
That's the answer.
Congratulations.
I guess that means the hint was too
easy.
Damn. I hate it when that happens. Well, first off, congrats, Diane.
Yes, congrats.
Congrats.
And what is that? Her second time in a row. And she told us last time she was dancing around the house.
Yeah.
So
You dancing again?
we got some dancing going on or what?
But it is in fact mosquitoes.
And
We gotta get better at our hints, man.
the country. True story on that in a moment. The countries are Iceland and the Faroe Islands. Faroe. The Faroe Islands. Now, I can see Iceland. Maybe it's cold or whatever. But the Faroe, I don't know why they have no mosquitoes, but there are only 2 countries in the world without mosquitoes.
And there's a lot of cold countries.
Yeah, there are.
So
Yeah,
very interesting.
weird.
But mosquitoes is the answer.
But to
Congrats.
got to give you a little inside info here. Usually it gets to be what, about 10 o'clock, 10:30. I'm working on the show. You're working on the show. And all of a sudden, and we're like a room apart. And all of a sudden I'll say, don't forget, we need a clue. And he'll say, well, why don't you come up with one? Why do you know?
Well, because he always gets me, like, right as I'm, like, editing a video. He's, like, talking. I'm, like, taking the headphones off. I'm like, what? Say what you need to say. What? He's like, we need a clue. I'm like, come up with one. I'm busy.
But see, I come up with one, and they're either totally...
I like that one, though.
You like that one?
Yeah.
I thought that
Now that I
would
think
work.
about it, though, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah,
Mosquitoes are annoying.
they are.
Can
Definitely.
directly correlate that. Yeah.
Hey, we're kicking off a new series today. It's called the Tuesday Top 5. The Tuesday Top 5. And basically every week we'll ask you to come up, what is your top 5, whatever, okay? And for week number 1, just for no other reason, just for looking for something to talk about this morning, for week number 1, we asked, what are the top 5 TV shows you would recommend to someone right now?
Now, it doesn't have to be top 5 of all time, because we all know I would just put The Office 5 times. And that wouldn't be fun.
No, I'm talking if you were talking to a friend today and they said, hey, any good shows? What have you been watching? What are your top 5?
Yeah.
Now, I've got mine. Do you have yours?
I do. Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
I've got mine.
I don't really know if it's a ranking of some kind-ish.
No,
but
it's not. But
No.
I mean, my number 2 is going to move up to number 1 because I just finished it yesterday.
Oh,
So,
okay.
You know,
Oh, all right.
so it's totally movable.
Yeah.
Totally random.
Just a show we're watching recently that you should
Yeah.
watch. And I did. At first, he was like, 5 TV shows you're watching right now. And I said, you're the only person that watches 5 TV shows at a time. I don't know what to
can't handle
put.
that.
Yeah. I'm watching one. He's like, well, no, just that you watched recently that you would recommend. I was
Right.
like, okay, fine. But I'm not like him. I can't put like number 1, Chicago Fire. Number 2, Chicago PD. Number 3, Chicago FBI. No, Chicago Med. Number 4.
Chicago DPW.
That's Sarah's joke.
Oh.
I wasn't going to go there.
Okay.
Credit to
Sorry.
Sarah.
Credit Sarah.
Yeah.
Credit Sarah Jean. Okay.
Yes.
So my top 5, and again, I'm sure that there are some people that probably don't even watch TV in the chats, you know, but so...
Are there? Show yourself.
Anyway, my top 5 would be NCIS Hawaii, and I point that one out because it's new.
Yeah,
and
it
it's
is.
different.
Yeah, it
I mean,
is
I
very
still love NCIS.
I
but-
still find it hilarious because Hawaii Five-0 ended like a couple years ago, and they were like, Hawaii needs a crime show. We have all this footage of people surfing. What are we supposed to do with it?
Or it's the same network, isn't it? CBS?
Is it?
Yeah, so it's the same
So
network.
they definitely had all that footage.
Yeah.
They were like, we need to use this somehow.
Come on, we've got hotel reservations in all these places.
Yeah.
FBI, I love FBI and NBC. Yellowstone on Peacock, which that has, why am I forgetting his
Kevin
name?
Costner.
Kevin Costner, yes, is the patriarch of the Dutton family. And I'm actually in season 3 of that on Peacock.
Interesting.
And I find myself kind of growing tired of it.
So why is it on the list, Pete?
Because it was really good at the beginning, but
If it's really good, but you're getting bored, is it good? Are you just impatient? Who watches Yellowstone? Is Pete? Who's in the wrong here?
I guess I've gotten to the point of it's like, man, this is one screwed up family. You know?
Isn't that good TV though?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll keep that one on the. All right. Number 2 for me is Reacher on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first of all, I've read all of the Lee Child books, so the character Jack Reacher, I know all about him. So to see and Amazon's done a great job of finding a new actor, Alan Rickman, to play No, not Alan Rickman. He's from
No, Harry Potter.
Yeah, Harry Potter.
I was gonna say, wait a minute.
The
what?
name is. I'll look it up in a second. The name is close to that, but see, they did a couple of Reacher movies, and they had Tom Cruise playing Jack Reacher. Now, nothing against Tom Cruise, great actor. But
Alan Richson.
thank you, close to it, right?
Yeah, I mean, you got Alan right.
Well, Richson,
I guess.
Rickman,
I guess.
All
But Alan Rickman's Snape.
yes.
Yeah.
But getting back to Tom Cruise, I think Tom Cruise is 5'7".
Okay. What are you, heightest?
Well, Jack Reacher is supposed to be 6'5".
Oh.
And hands as big as a plate. And I'm sorry, Tom Cruise, you're not that big.
Wow.
So
Tom Cruise is going to come beat you up.
Yeah,
I've seen
probably
him
is.
yell at some crew members.
My
Scary guy.
my number one recommendation, and it's been driving him crazy because I've told everybody about it.
It has been driving me crazy.
Yes. My number one recommendation for what to watch on TV is 1883 on Paramount Plus.
Go ahead. Do your thing.
What?
Where you go into it.
The writing is amazing. I'll just say that.
All right.
It's just
I mean, I'm sure it's good. The only reason I pick on him is because I think that's the fifth time I've heard him say exactly in that tone, the writing is amazing. That's why I pick on you.
You watch one of the end scenes or whatever, and you sit there and you go, wow. And I'll be honest with you. Had some tears coming once or twice.
Damn.
The writing got to me that much. It was
Truth
like,
comes out. Wow. I haven't seen it, so
this is the show.
I will have to watch it.
This is actually a prequel to Yellowstone.
So, shouldn't you have finished Yellowstone?
Before I watched this? No.
Or at least give Yellowstone some love?
No, Yellowstone is good. I'm just, like I said, I'm getting a little tired of the family, what they're doing in one character.
Okay.
All right.
No spoilers.
But anyway, this is also 1883 is also it's the movie with number one Sam Elliott, who's got that deep cowboy voice,
Love them.
and then Tim McGraw and Faith Hill, husband and wife, play husband and wife
Perfect.
in this. And then there's Alyssa May, who is the actress, the main character. So it's really so that's my top five. Okay,
All right.
all right,
All right. The writing is
amazing.
Although I do think you've been saying incredible, so you switched it up slightly.
Okay,
Yeah.
wanted to vary.
Slight applause for that. I
Oh,
guess.
thank you.
Yeah.
So what about you? What are your top five recommendations?
Yeah, we do have a lot of top fives here, so I'll get to that. You want mine first?
Sure, why not?
All right. So number 5 is for the Marvel fans. And again, these aren't my top 5 TV shows of all time. These are just what I've been watching recently, which is pretty good.
What you would recommend?
The Marvel What If. It's a cartoon series. It's an animated series, cartoon series.
Okay.
But the story in it really messes with your brain. Basically, it takes things that have already happened and twists them in different ways. And it's really interesting. And we find out that it might be going along with what's kind of going along in the main storyline. That's for the Marvel fans. I don't know if you're into Marvel. If you are, check it out. You might be missing out on some things.
Probably not a good show for me to watch with you, right? Because I keep pausing, saying,
in the
"Wait
questions.
a minute."
Why don't you watch that with Sarah?
Okay.
Yeah, she can deal with the questions.
She does hit pause every now and then and say, "Are you following it, Dad?"
Yeah, I don't have the patience for that. So watch it with her, or maybe Kat. Kat has a lot of patience.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 4, The Good Place. Have you seen The Good Place?
The Good Place.
Kristen Bell, Ted Danson.
Oh yes,
Ted Danson? Yeah.
I have not seen it. No.
It's good.
Is it?
It's good. It's good because it's really funny, but the plot is really good. So it's not like the plot of The Office is good, but each individual show is kind of like its own thing. It does have some longer storylines, but it's a sitcom. It's The Office. It's funny.
Okay.
But this one has a really good, interesting plot line that goes through the entire thing. A lot of twists and turns. It's good.
All right.
Good. The writing is amazing, is what I'm trying to say.
I've heard that before.
Picking on you.
Yeah.
Number 3, Man in the Arena. If you like Tom Brady, watch it. It's great. It's great. It's so many things that I didn't know because it was when I was really young.
Right.
So reliving his first Super Bowls, it was really cool.
That's cool.
Number 2, Space Force. I know you like it. Have you watched season 2 yet?
No, I haven't.
You got to watch season 2, man.
Yeah.
Steve Carell's just awesome.
He's the man.
It's just a fun show. It just kind of picks on,
Yeah.
the government, but it's just funny.
The forming of
It's a funny show. The forming of the Space Force. It's really good.
I remember how they designed the uniforms.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. And number 1, the show that kept me
Yes.
up super late last night. I
Oh.
have not finished it, so
What?
no spoilers, please. Ozark.
Oh, yes.
Really good.
That's the one about it takes place on the Outer Banks, or?
Not the Outer Banks. That would be the show Outer Banks.
Right. So Ozark is the one with Bateman, right?
Jason Bateman.
Right.
Jason, who directs a lot of the episodes, too.
Oh, really?
Which I feel like that must just be some full days for my dude.
It must be.
He's directing and acting.
Then when you're done, you got to go analyze it and decide what to use.
Yeah. So shout out to him. But
yesterday
Ozark is really good.
Yesterday I was at that point where I finished 1883 yesterday. So to me, that's real. It's like when I finish a book, it's happy sad because it's like, oh, so that's how it ends. But then you're like, now what?
Yeah. Now what do I do? My life means nothing.
No, I don't go that far. Does anybody else though, like, go to YouTube now and look for interviews? Like, gee, I wonder how they did that. How did they do that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not alone there.
That's how you know you're a true fanatic.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. So what do we got? We got some time.
Lots of chats.
Ooh, nice.
If I don't get to all of them in the post show, we'll get to the rest.
That's why we have the post show.
That's why we have the post show. All right. Let's see. Gary says, "How I Met Your Father." Is that good? I've been wondering. It's the new.
I was going to say, doesn't he mean How I Met Your Mother?
No, there's Hulu came out with a new series, How I Met Your Father. Is it good? Let me know, because if so, I really liked How I Met Your Mother, so let me know. And Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is great. The ending, I do want to go back and rewatch it, kind of.
Yeah, I can see.
Because the writing
is amazing.
It was amazing. The show's over now. It was amazing. Emily says Sons of Anarchy. I've never seen that. A lot of fans of it, though. A lot of fans. Doug.
Coach Steve. Doug?
I think Doug watched it, too.
Coach Steve, that we used to do baseball with. He was a big Sons of Anarchy fan.
Abby says Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
Another one I haven't seen.
I've never gotten into that.
That one's overwhelming, though. There's like, what is it, 25 seasons or something? How do you get into that? The Office, obviously. Scandal, never seen it. How to Get Away with Murder, interesting. And Criminal Minds. Criminal Minds is intense.
Isn't it?
Cat like binge watched Criminal Minds, and I'm just like, how?
Doug did too when I was staying with him in Virginia Beach.
How do you watch that over and over and over again? It's like,
when I was
a little concerned for them, a little bit.
When I was first home rehabbing after a stroke, so there's a lot of downtime, you know. So yeah, I would watch, but man, I could not do more than like 2 or 3 episodes of that, because you start thinking this world is screwed up.
Especially, I haven't seen all of Criminal Minds, but I've caught episodes. I've seen a decent chunk of episodes. I feel like Criminal Minds is like the most like intense kind of crime plots out of the crime shows.
I would agree.
Yeah, Criminal Minds is like some out there stuff.
Screwed up people.
Yeah. So to binge watch that, a little intense. I don't know.
Especially if you're home alone.
Dana says Family Dinner. Andrew Zimmern. Sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly.
No?
Nope. But Family Dinner. I haven't seen that. Gary says Bar Rescue. I've seen a couple episodes
I've seen
of that.
those, yeah.
Those shows are fun.
Yep.
I don't binge watch those or anything, but those shows are fun to catch every now and then. Yeah. Dana says the new Julia Child show coming out on the 14th. What's the name?
I should know this because I've seen a lot of. No, I don't. I've seen a lot of the previews.
Dana says NCIS is an awesome show. That's another one that's been on for like 75 years.
Yeah.
That'd be like virtually impossible. How do you binge watch a show like that? That's like a 3-year commitment.
Isn't Kat doing Law and Order right now?
Yeah. How do you commit to that?
Well, I guess
that's intense.
Yeah.
That's intense.
Yeah.
You're signing up for a long ride is what you're doing. Let's see. Diane says Yellow Jackets, Bachelor, Tournament of Champions, in parentheses, Food Network, 1883. Also, the first one says From. I don't know that one. Or From? Is that a show? I don't know. But Food Network shows, I've never really, I don't get too into.
I never have either.
They just always make me hungry, and I don't have the ability to make food that good.
I was going to say, I watch these things and they come up with these recipes, and I'm like, I can't make that.
Because I'll do it with like Friends. On Friends, I'll see pizza and immediately crave pizza, and it'll be like 2 a.m. and I don't have the ability to get
a pizza. Yeah.
So Food Network would just be that on a massive scale.
Yeah, I guess it would.
So that's my issue. But yeah, let's see if this.
I think Trish has told me too that a lot of guys in the firehouse will watch the Food Network to get ideas for stuff, and I'm like, I just can't see sitting there, watching the Food
I mean, some of the shows are interesting. Like some of the shows have an interesting like twist to them, like the competition ones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I said, we watched Cake Boss for a while.
We did.
We kind of fiend Cake Boss for like a couple years, and I haven't gone back to it.
No, not at all.
Maybe because we got so hungry and addicted to cake, we were like, I'm out. I need a break.
What are your thoughts on Gordon Ramsay? I think he's over the top.
I think it's a shtick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he's that bad of a person. But
I would hope not.
no, he's an interesting character.
Yeah.
I don't. He does scream at people, and it's like they're just doing their best.
Maybe that's my problem with Yellowstone and some of the characters. I don't like people being screamed at all the time, or punched or.
All right, we will get to the rest in the post show, so make sure you stay tuned.
All right. I'm going to move along on this Tuesday show today, and a story about can you eat your way to better sleep? According to nutritionists, certain foods are equipped with sleep-promoting compounds like tryptophan, same thing that makes us sleepy after Thanksgiving dinner. Carbohydrates, because they can raise your blood sugar, and serotonin that can be converted into melatonin, which acts as a natural sleep aid. Now, I've had my share of issues this week with sleep. In fact, I'm still not there yet. I was tossing and turning till like 1 o'clock last night, but then slept pretty much 1 to 6:30. You don't even have to eat these foods right before bed. Just try to work them into your diet or munch on them if you're hungry before going to bed. What are some of those foods? Bananas. I can't see having a banana at night, though.
That one just, I don't know. You like eat that before sports. Like, why? I just don't feel like, why in both? So you don't cramp up while you're sleeping, I guess?
Maybe. Almonds. All right.
Cherries
or cherry juice. Not really a fan, but there's tryptophan in that. Chamomile or lavender tea, especially right before bed.
That one I've heard before.
Have you?
Yeah.
Maybe I should try that.
I hope it's good. I tried ginger tea. Nasty.
Oh, that's right. You
Does
did
anybody
this
like
week.
that? That stuff was gross. I don't know if there's like different kinds and I just got one that tasted really bad.
Maybe.
I took one sip and that taste stuck in my mouth for hours.
Wow.
That was nasty.
And he came out and he was like, by the way, everybody, ginger tea?
I felt so bad.
No.
I read things about it. It's good for like vocal cords. It's good for like nausea sometimes. I was like, okay, this seems like it's for me. I was like, Trish, pick up a box. She did. I was like, Trish, I'm sorry. I was like, that's gross. Luckily, it was like $3.
Wow.
Gross.
Other foods that I guess will help you to sleep are oats. You just grab a handful of oats maybe? Or
That'd be weird.
salmon, the omega-3 fatty acids make us drowsy. Okay. Well,
Again, can you just picture like 8 p.m. just like whipping up a salmon just cooking salmon in the frying pan?
Any of that salmon left?
Just trying to go to sleep.
Eggs can also help make you sleepy.
Not at night. No way. Not happening.
And avocados. Avocados can help make you. Whatever happened with that big avocado strike? Are we okay?
I don't know, actually. I think someone said that it was like something went in the favor of avocados.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because I know Trish hasn't slowed down in her purchase of avocados.
I know. I picked up the 2 avocados in the house. I was like, what'd you pay, like $50 for these? Take out a second mortgage for these things. You did forget goldfish crackers on there, right? Please tell me.
No. It's not there.
You know,
Hey.
sleep's just recommended.
Yeah, I guess. Weird story from TikTok that I found yesterday. If you don't already have a Ring doorbell, should we get one? I know our friend is going to get one.
Maybe.
But
yeah.
if you don't already have a Ring doorbell, here's one reason you might want to get one. Your house might be getting shown to potential buyers without your consent and without it even being up for sale.
Okay, first off, I'm sure this doesn't happen often. This is like a,
Yeah, when I first read this story, I'm like, how did he get in? But anyway.
Yeah.
This is what happened to one woman. She posted the whole thing on TikTok because obviously that's what you do now,
Obviously.
It seems while everyone was out of the house, either at school or work, she got a notification that someone was at her front door. The video shows a real estate agent ringing the doorbell and going around back to let himself in. So they must have left the door unlocked, right?
I would think, yeah.
He then lets in a family of 4. Now imagine you're sitting at work watching this video and you see this guy let in a family of 4 to poke around the house. Some 20 minutes later, they leave, and because of the ring notifying the woman, there was a police car right there waiting for them. The real estate agent claimed the whole thing was an accident. He said he was supposed to be showing the house next door and that the neighbor had given them permission to go in the house through the back door. According to the homeowner, their houses looked nothing alike, but the guy just went to the wrong door.
And hear me out, I'm no detective, but if he already had permission to go through the back door, why ring the doorbell?
Wow.
If not to notify, like to test if anyone's home.
I see what you're saying.
Sign me up for this
Dun,
case.
dun, dun.
Yeah. But I will say the intro to the story is like, you might want to get a Ring doorbell for this situation. But I hope it doesn't happen often. I don't really know how you would. I'm just thinking of like the people looking around the house and they're like, oh, that's kind of weird. This person set up this house for a showing with a PS5 there and like a half-eaten sandwich on the counter. That's a bagel that they didn't finish before they went to work. That's kind of weird.
I think I'm kind of afraid if I got a Ring doorbell, I'd become obsessed with it. You know, like every morning I'd have to get up and let me watch the feed from last night.
Oh, there was a squirrel. You run away, you little bastard. Don't let me catch you around here again. I've seen 1883.
Can't you see me doing that though?
Yeah. Oh, you're just stalking.
I get up, have my coffee, do the show, and then instead of prepping the show, I'd be like, let me watch the doorbell.
Yeah, there'd be a giant monitor somewhere that just set up around the clock. We wouldn't even watch TV anymore in this house. We would just watch the Ring doorbell.
Oh.
Like, oh yeah, Amazon? Yeah, you leave that package. I'm watching you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Talking about windy yesterday. So at one point yesterday afternoon, Charlie's barking, and he is developing different barks.
Is he?
You don't think so? When there's someone
Yeah, there's the bark and then there's the annoying bark.
When there's someone at the door, like when the groceries came from Walmart
That's the annoying bark.
or the Amazon, he goes, it accelerates.
Yeah,
He
oh,
goes,
yeah. Yeah.
So he was doing this yesterday.
The level heightens.
Yeah. He was doing this yesterday. So, yes, I got up off the couch.
Wow. Hey, you know what? Shout out. Shout out.
And I went to the front door, and as I'm doing that, I see the Amazon truck pull away. So I'm like, oh, okay, we got a package. I don't know. She's getting packages all the time.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
and you are too. So
hey, whoa. No, I'm not.
so anyway,
I've gotten like one Amazon package in the past like 2 months. Don't be trying to start stuff. You won't win.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I go to the door, and I open the door, and there's nothing there. I'm like, oh. I look to the right, there's nothing there. Then I look to the left, and this one pretty lightweight package had blown off the porch into the shrubs behind the
I don't know if it
address
blew
sign.
there. I think they might have left it there because Trish sent me the picture of where it was, and it was already there. So I think they might have put it there because
To
of the
be
wind.
safe?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. I take it back then. Props to the Amazon guy.
Yep.
But,
Shout out.
yeah. But that was, good old
You
Charlie.
know if you had your Ring doorbell,
I would. I would.
you could watch it.
That's it.
Yep.
And you can talk to the guy too, right?
That's weird. Can you imagine delivering something? You're like, oh, just another peaceful day. I chose this job so I don't have to interact with people.
Put it right there.
Yeah. Hey, thank you. I haven't talked to anybody today. How are you doing? How's your day going? Do you want to come in for lunch?
Do you have any chats you want to catch up on here before we? We'll get to a lot of the TV suggestions in the post show.
Yes. Let's see. Mary Lou says, my friend got a Ring and her phone told her someone was at the door at 3:30 a.m. It was her Irish flag flashing in front of the Ring. She had to take it off. See, that's the type of stuff that it's like,
Yeah.
like if someone is outside your house at 3:30 a.m., like obviously you want to know, but that's creepy, man.
Yeah.
Can you just imagine your phone going off? I'm sure your friend was like freaking out. I would
Right,
too. And then you
right.
find out it's the flag.
Just a
but
flag.
I don't know. Like security is great, but wouldn't I feel like the stress would heighten.
Hey, today's random question, talking about houses and strange things here. Would you buy a house if you knew that the previous owners were murdered there?
It's a very intense show.
Dun, dun, dun. That's the question from a survey I found yesterday from a survey done by a company called YouGov.com. People were kind of split on this as to whether or not they would buy a house knowing that the previous owner was murdered there. 30% said yes. 32% said no, and 38% said they're not sure.
I'm probably in the not sure. I don't know. That's some creepy
I would
stuff.
think so.
I would
Yeah.
think probably not. It has to be disclosed, right? I would think.
I would think it has
That's
to
just some weird mojo to be going on in that house.
I would think it has to be. You're right.
Ugh. Gary said, hell no. All caps, hell no.
Hell no.
Diane said, no way I'd buy that house.
Now, why? Are we thinking that...
Yeah, spirits and stuff.
Exist and
just
things?
bad mojo, you know?
Yeah.
Even if you're not, well, not even if you're not the one that murdered them, but still some weird mojo up in there.
So what's the thing to do? Knock the whole place down, rebuild?
Abby said if it was a good enough house for the right price. I mean, that's probably all the people that said not sure are probably just like, let me see the house.
Let me see.
Is there a pool? Like if there's a pool, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think you could knock down the house and rebuild a new one. It's still same spot, same spirits probably hanging around. I don't know how spirits work. I don't know if they would. I don't know if they prefer just their own bedroom or something. Like if there's a new house, they're like, nah, this smells different. I'm out. I don't know personally. Dana says nope. Haunted. It has to be disclosed. Oh.
It does have to be.
See, but at that point, it's like, do you want to know?
How'd you like to be
It has to be disclosed.
How would you like to be the real estate agent that? I guess maybe you're the new guy at the company, and they say, "Hey, unload this one."
This house is beautiful. 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, a pool, a hot tub. By the way, someone got murdered. And look at this kitchen. Mm-hmm. Look at the backsplash.
There's so much
There's no blood left.
backsplash.
What was it you just... Did you just say someone got murdered?
Oh,
The hot tub? You heard about the hot tub? Can you imagine trying to slip that in? Do you just lead off? You got to lead off with that, right?
I would think so. Yeah,
Just be like, hey, I don't want to waste your time, but someone got murdered here. Yeah, yay or nay?
just so
at
that we're
that
right.
point.
Yeah, right.
Don't waste my time. I'm not going to waste the gas going over there.
I'm reading a book now about. I can't think the name of the author escapes me at the moment, but the book is called.
It's probably Alan Rickman.
No, it's not. The book is called Never Tell, and
That's creepy.
it's it's about this girl who she comes home with her mother and discovers her father in the kitchen has been killed, and there's a shotgun.
God, this is an intense show this morning.
Isn't it really?
I'm not ready for this. Yeah. What? It is 8:42 a.m.
So they make up the story of because the mother is all prim and proper, and she's like, because evidently the guy killed himself. Okay, but the mother's like, we can't have that. We can't have that for your father's legacy. So we'll say that you were learning to load the gun and went off.
God, that's intense.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And then the mother stays in the house.
Oh.
And she did redo the kitchen.
Does that do enough? Abby did say it might piss off the ghost if you knock down their home, right?
Yeah.
Now, not only do you have a ghost, you got an angry ghost.
Yeah, an angry ghost. You don't want that.
Which I don't think you want that. Gail says, if that was the house I wanted, I would. Sage is great.
Oh,
is that like
that's right.
The thing you light on fire? Well, you don't light it on fire. Is that what we're talking about?
I've seen some people light it on fire though, and
because you could do something like that. Aren't there people that can come and like cleanse a space?
Supposedly, yeah. Talking about TV shows
Still
today.
kind of creepy though, just knowing.
There is a sitcom on CBS called Ghosts.
Yeah, I hear you and Trish watching.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's kind of
I'll
funny.
have to check it out. Big sitcom guy. I'll have to check it out.
It's about this young couple that inherits a mansion, but it's kind of run down a little bit, and it's inhabited by ghosts, but they're funny ghosts. It's a sitcom.
Oh, well, at
it's
least
a
they're
sitcom.
funny
It's
ghosts.
CBS,
Okay.
So, and they're from all eras. There's like Revolutionary time. There's a guy who can't believe that Alexander Hamilton turned out to be anything.
Oh.
And he's on a $10 bill. Oh my God! But then
Well, have you seen the musical?
the young woman slips on something, ends up falling down the stairs, and because of that bang in her head, she's the only one that can see the ghosts. Yeah, so it's a cool show. We'll make that number 6.
No spoilers though.
Number 6 on my recommendations. Yeah. All right, time for Braley's Bizarre But True. These are bizarre but evidently true stories that we collect. This one from the New York Post. They had a story recently that said having a tooth pulled out of your mouth is a pretty scary thing. I do thank God I've never had that happen, but I understand it's a pretty scary thing. But what if I told you someone had to have a tooth pulled out of their nose? A 38-year-old man in New York City went to the doctor complaining he was having difficulty breathing through one of his nostrils. My nose is stuffed up, doc. He said he had experienced it for several years and finally decided to do something about it, have it looked at. He was immediately determined to have a deviated septum, and after a rhinoscopy, was performed. Doctors were shocked to find a cause for it. A large tooth had grown inside his nasal cavity
Ugh.
and was obstructing his breathing. He underwent surgery successfully, and he is now able to breathe through his nose. Of course, he can no longer smile with his nose. Sorry, I shouldn't have gone there.
This guy. That's just... Ugh. You never had a tooth pulled? I've had baby teeth pulled.
I don't think I've had a tooth pulled.
I needed to get braces, and I had a couple baby teeth that were in no way even close to coming out, so they pulled them out.
Wow.
It's weird. It's a weird sensation. They numb you.
They numb it,
but
right?
you can feel them pulling. Like, it doesn't hurt, but like you feel them doing it, and it's
Yeah.
just weird.
Ew.
They're just ripping it out of your mouth.
Hey,
Yeah, it's gross.
I don't
It's
do
weird.
that.
Yeah. And for some reason, they gave me the teeth.
Yeah, doctors do that.
Oh, well,
don't
probably
they?
because it was a baby tooth. Yeah, that's probably why.
Of course, I can top you.
Of course, I probably should have gotten some money for it from the Tooth Fairy. I think I kept them. I think I have them somewhere. That's creepy. I should get rid of them. I forgot about that until now. I should probably throw those away, right?
Well, I'll have
Is that
to,
creepy?
Well, I'll have to ask Mom.
You
but
guys tell me what to do. I'll do whatever you guys say. Should I
Yeah,
throw them
okay.
away? That's kind of weird, right?
You still have them?
I do.
Yeah.
I think I know where they are. Yeah.
I was going to say I could ask Mom what she thinks the appreciation would be from the Tooth Fairy. You know,
That's true.
Are you owed?
I mean,
more dollars because
I was
of
probably 12 maybe when this happened.
Yeah.
I'd say probably 12,
this? Yeah.
13 maybe.
Wow.
So we're talking like 10 years appreciation.
Why don't I remember this? I have these gaps, you know.
Yeah. I'm not that important of a kid.
Matthew.
It's a joke.
Matthew.
Stop it. Don't do the dad thing.
I could probably top you though. On
Tell me I don't mean anything and to just laugh it off. I'm just kidding. Moving on.
I can probably top you on that teeth thing, though, as far as weird things doctors have given you.
I don't know if we should keep going. I feel like the tooth thing, if anyone has, there's a specific phobia of like teeth thing. We probably should have had some disclosure. I hope everyone's okay.
Really? It irritates
Yeah, people
Yeah.
people have things against teeth, like going to the dentist.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I hope everyone's okay.
Yes, please.
We're
Please.
sorry.
Our intention
Come back.
is never to upset you.
The teeth thing is over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a replacement hip in my drawer,
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that.
or the socket actually.
That is kind of weird.
Yeah. I've had replacement joints because of an issue, and I got 6 of them actually. But one of the first ones was they replaced my right hip, and I developed a squeak.
That's right. I forgot.
You remember
about
that?
Yeah, yeah.
Every now and then I'd be walking, and there would be this occasional,
Yeah.
and I don't know if you guys could hear it. Well, I guess I
we
do.
could, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could.
But it bothered me because I was like, oh, geez.
It's just weird. Yeah.
At the time, I think I was in my 30s, maybe 40.
I think 40s.
Okay.
Because it was after you got everything replaced.
Yeah,
It was
so,
like 40s.
like 40 something. I'm walking down the hall and I'm just going, eek, every now and then.
Yeah, it was kind of funny.
So I mentioned it to my doctor and he's like, what do you mean? What? No, what? Come with me. I remember the exam. He's like,
You're
"Come
always
with-"
a special case.
Yeah, I
when it
guess.
comes to
I guess.
joints and stuff.
So he says, come with me. So we go out and we walk down the hall. He says, let's go for a walk.
He has his stethoscope up to his hip. Let me hear it.
We go
I
for a
don't know if
walk.
that wasn't true.
We go for a walk, and then all of a sudden it squeaked, and I'm like, there it is. He goes, what? Let me see if it happens again. So we go again. And he goes, all right.
Let me see if it happens again. It's been happening every day for the past like 3 years.
So I don't know the science behind it. It was titanium on ceramic. It was a titanium ball in a ceramic cup. That's where they put the hip.
Yeah.
And that it was squeaking.
Yeah.
So
And you can see it actually where it was grinding. Like you
Yeah.
can see the marks. on it.
they went back in and replaced it. So now everything's the same.
It's one of those things that's really cool but really creepy as to like you having it.
And then he gave it to me. He's like,
Yeah.
you want this? And I'm like, well,
We got
hey,
no use for it.
Saturday night, sitting around having a couple of cold ones. Let me show you my hip.
Yeah, I mean it's a conversation starter for sure. It's probably a conversation ender many times as well.
Yeah.
someone hears that and they're like, "Okay, Pete's lost it. Yeah,
Gotta go.
he has lost it.
Gotta go.
Moving on.
That's about all we had for today. I don't know if you want to touch on anything in the chat before we go to the post show, but
Dana said just get an oil can tin, man.
just get the yeah.
Yeah, just need a little WD-40 on that.
That was
bad
it.
boy. Yeah,
Oh, WD-40.
Yeah,
me going.
We'll get to more chats in the post show.
That's funny how, sometimes I'll go to a new doctor or there'll be a new nurse and she'll say, so how many, have you had any surgeries? And I'm like, well, yeah, I've had, I don't even know the number now, but
many.
Yeah. I'll say something like, well, I had 6, but then they had to go back in.
Yeah. So technically 7. I had 6.5.
Anyway, I hope you have a great day today. Thank you so much for checking in. I really do appreciate it because it's amazing to think that y'all give us a good hour of your day to check in and hang out with us. So we do appreciate it. We'll be back with the post show, catch up on the chats and such. But first, we have our thought for the day today, and our thought is: if it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. All right, we'll be right back with the post show.
We back.
Hello. So when we go to the break there, we usually he scrolls back through the chats to see what he missed, and I jumped on Twitter here to see what's trending today. Wordle is trending almost every day.
They made a good game.
Yeah. And I clicked on it. I'm like, why is it trending? There is a Twitter site that has curated some hints and clues to help you find today's Wordle solution.
That doesn't make it fun.
No.
Stop that.
You got Sarah into Quirtle yesterday, right?
Yeah, we'll see if she sticks with it. I'm big on Quirtle now.
I tried it.
Fun little challenge there.
Yeah, it's tough.
It is.
Yeah.
It is quite the challenge.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
Okay.
It's different. It's different because I don't know. Wordle's still tough, but Quirtle, you ain't getting that every day.
I also
At
read.
least I'm not. Maybe I'm just not smart enough.
Is there a tougher version of Wordle out there? Evidently, there's a.
It's called Quirtle. No, I don't know. Maybe there's one. There's a bunch with like more letters.
Okay.
Like more spaces. I saw one with like 12. I'm like, what?
What? Yeah.
How do you have that many 12-letter words? Yeah.
All right. So what do you got?
Let's see. I scrolled down and now I got to scroll back up. Where were the TV shows? We had a lot of talk about TV shows.
Yeah.
Diane said Tim McGraw and Faith Hill and the daughter are all super good.
Yes, they
On
are.
the show.
They are.
Dana says Sam Elliott equals great. When you have a voice like that, like you just succeed, right? Like you just everybody wants you.
I was watching videos about 1883 last night, and Stephen Colbert had them on, had Tim McGraw and Faith Hill on, and they were talking about the show, and Steve Colbert said it's almost like it's a prerequisite. If you want to do a Western, you have to have Sam Elliott. You know,
Yeah.
he just comes with it.
Gloria says good list, Pete. Thanks.
Oh, okay.
So there we go. Look at this guy with the recommendation.
I hope you enjoy. That Oregon Trail is such a fascinating story. And wasn't that a game too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Diane said, I agree about Yellowstone, Pete, but I'll have to go binge all its seasons to see if 1883 makes me see it differently.
Okay.
Maybe
cool.
maybe you'll like it differently.
Maybe I should go back.
Maybe.
Gotcha.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dana says, to Diane, being a chef, my daughter went to D.C. and took a picture of Julia's kitchen at the Smithsonian for me.
Wow. That's cool.
Abby said, the good place is wicked good. It is wicked good.
Now, is that the one, what's Ted Danson's character?
Ted Danson's character is... He's called the architect. So basically, it's It's about like heaven, hell.
I
stuff
thought
like
so.
that. Yeah,
I thought so.
The good place and the bad place.
Okay.
And he's the one that welcomes everyone.
Okay.
Yeah. So like he's not God, but they have a really interesting take on everything.
Okay.
So that's also just great because it just makes you think about things. It's really good. Go watch it.
Okay.
Go watch it.
All right.
Gail says, "I love the good place. Don't have any liquid in your mouth while watching it. It may spew. It is. It's hilarious and the story is great. So definitely watch it. Watch it. Let's see. Mary Lou says no to Tom Brady. LOL. Listen, it's a good series, and I love him.
Mary Lou, how do you feel about the rumors of Rob Gronkowski going to the Buffalo Bills?
I don't know if he would, to
How's
be
a
honest.
Patriots fan feel about that? You feel like, man,
we-
don't do that.
Well, same thing when he went to Tampa Bay. It was like, come on, man. You retired. You said your body couldn't take it, and then you went to Tampa Bay.
Right,
So
but,
it stinks.
but that's not your division, you know?
No, I know. So this would be, I don't think he's going to do it. So I don't really,
Okay.
I don't know. It just doesn't seem like Gronk, you know? Like he went to Florida and he had the time of his life because it was Florida. He was with Brady.
Brady,
I don't know if I see him going to Buffalo.
Yeah.
He's at the end, the end of his career.
And
Obviously he's still great.
And his
but he's-
body is
Yeah,
sticking.
but he's towards the end of his career. I don't know if he wants to go to Buffalo. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if it's going to happen. Diane said 1883 will be back in the fall because it was so popular, and they're also doing the 1932 show.
Yeah, they are.
They just picking years at this point?
No, well,
I think they're just picking years at this point.
I know. Yeah, I'm going to drive you crazy. The writer's fantastic. Just
The writing
It
is
is.
amazing.
It is.
Amazing. Dana says YouTube equals the Pete Braley Show and how to ride a giraffe. Where did this obsession come from? Like, that's always your reference is how to ride a giraffe. Do you have a specific video? And if I got you a giraffe, would you know how to ride it right now, Dana? Let me know. Would you? Gloria says Criminal Minds freaks me out. It's just, they go into some stuff. They go into some stuff.
And the scary thing is, I'm not sure that all of them are based on reality, but you can see a lot of this crap happening.
Yeah. Diane says from, and I hope it's from, and not from. I think it's from, though.
Okay.
From is from the Lost creators. I just hope they don't string me along for 5 years and then disappoint me with the ending like they did in Lost. I binged Lost, got to the last season, couldn't get through it. I don't actually know how it ends.
Yeah.
And every time I'm
never
like, you
did
know
either.
what? I should see how it ends. But for me, I got to start at the beginning because it's been so long ago.
Right.
I don't want to jump into last season. I won't know what's going on.
Right.
So I can't get through it.
No.
So I still don't really know how it ends. So I mean, I heard it was very bad though, and judging based on the last season that couldn't keep me going, I would agree that it's probably bad.
Did they ever come out with what happened about that? I mean, as far as did the writers or producers get to the point where they're like, whatever, you know what I mean? Obviously, if a show turns that bad, somebody lost their
I
focus.
mean, you have the Game of Thrones people.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't like the ending of Game of Thrones.
And what is Peter Dinklage, right? From Game of Thrones? Is that his name?
Yeah.
The actor? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he's come out and said, people, it's fiction. There were dinosaurs, you know? I mean, come on. We did a show. It's
There weren't dinosaurs, Pete. There were dragons.
Thank you. Sorry.
Come on. Did you even watch the show?
Yes, I did. There were dragons.
Did you even watch the show?
Yes, I did. I chose the wrong words on my own show.
Oh, my. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody's
Which
TV
I've only
shows.
done once or twice over how many years?
Let me know if I did. Abby said I got Becky into Quirtle. It's addicting, and I think it's because it's quite the challenge.
Yeah.
So it's like you got it. The days when I don't get Quirtle, I'm a little upset. But the days when I do, I feel like $1 million. Yesterday, I think was my best Quirtle day ever. Yeah. So it was a good day.
I just look at all those 4 choices and I'm like, well, I need that letter there, but I can't use it there.
That's the tough part.
All right.
That's the challenge. Dana says I would ride that draft like Sam Elliott. Amen. Amen.
God loves Sam Elliott too, because I'm watching the show and on the show he says he's 73. I don't know how old he is in real life. I haven't checked, but let's say he's in the 70s.
Okay, you keep going. I'll let
Okay, you check. And this guy's getting up and down on horses. I mean,
77.
he's 77 in real life? Oh, my God. So he's getting up and down off horses. And, yeah, he walks a little slouched, like probably I do. But this guy will tell you, me getting off the couch sometimes is like,
I think you make the noises on purpose.
And I'm watching Sam Elliott sit down to sit around a campfire, then get up, then get on a horse.
Maybe we need to get you a horse. Maybe that's nature's medicine. A horse.
I believe Sam has inspired me.
Oh.
I am going to try
Riding a horse.
riding a giraffe. I am going to try
Horseback riding?
to not be as loud.
Oh, okay. I was like, is this guy about to get into horseback riding? I don't know.
No. I don't.
Like,
my back cannot
Trish,
take.
we got to talk to Pete. I don't know.
My back cannot take horseback riding. But yeah, that Oregon Trail, though, man. What a to think the things that they had to go through, you know. And
Oh, well, I was just going to say on the horseback riding thing, I don't think I've ever ridden a horse. Maybe when I was younger, because I vaguely remember farms and stuff.
yeah,
I don't really have a huge desire to ride a horse.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll change eventually.
we used to go to a mission project, the Heifer Project.
Yeah, that's
in,
right.
Western Mass, and we would ride a horse there. And I'm talking about you sit on the horse while he leads you around by a rope. You know, the horse.
Yeah,
trainer.
and I remember going there as a wee youngin'.
Yep.
Don't remember much. I just remember vague memories, but I don't remember being on a horse. I'm sure I was at one point with you guys, maybe.
Cat struggled with Wordle today.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that's
Why
not
would you
good.
tell the world, Pete?
That's not good.
Uh-oh.
I didn't say the results. I just said
You just said she struggled.
we all struggle. But anyway, getting back to the Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
One of the things I read. I mean, think about it. No outdoor plumbing, no indoor plumbing, right? No plumbing at all. You got to go to the bathroom. You go out in the woods, and hopefully you don't get bit by a rattlesnake in the butt. That happened to a couple of people.
Oh, in the show?
Yes,
Oh.
and you don't bounce back from that.
Oh.
Yeah. There's nowhere to bathe unless you have a river.
So there is somewhere to bathe.
So yeah, but you're not always by a river. You know.
That's true.
There's one scene where Faith Hill comes up to her daughter and says, "You smell like a goat."
What a nice mom. Thanks, Mom.
And the final thing I read was a lot of people traveled across the country with as little as they could bring, you know, because you keep the wagons light and all this stuff. So many of the Oregon Trailians,
Is that the phrase?
no,
Okay.
but many of the people would bring 3 outfits.
That's all you need, right?
You're talking like 6 months. You've got the same 3 outfits on.
Pretty stanky. Those times to the river must have been liberating.
I guess.
Take
huh?
a bath, wash your clothes.
Yeah. Woohoo.
Anyways.
And then
I'm just trying to think if I could. What if they were like pack as light as you can? I'm like, okay, PS5, guitar, 4 pairs of jeans, 6 sweatshirts.
And one
I
thing
show up with 5 suitcases. They're like,
Said-
what are you doing? This is light. What? No, I think I could pack light. What? 2 pairs of jeans, like 3 t-shirts,
Yeah.
and a hoodie. You're
You're all
good. You're
set.
good for a while.
You're all
You're
set.
good for a while. Just show me a river. Show
I'll
me
tell
a
you
river.
though, after watching 1883 and reading about it, it's like I go through my day now thinking we are so damn spoiled. I'm hungry. Let me go to the icebox and get a something that I can eat because it's been refrigerated.
This guy
and
just
I-
called it the icebox. I'm out of here.
Anyway,
The icebox.
the icebox.
What a true 1883er.
That's me.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. No matter what, go out, make it a great day.
Peace.